Alrighty guys, so you might be asking, why am I starting off here? Here's a simple answer to that. It's the new map, kind of. I mean, somebody made it. It's kind of like a leak, you know? But this is the new map, kind of. So let's read some of this stuff down here. Let's kind of zoom in. Gameplay ideas. Players spawn in one of the aquarials that are spread around in a circle around the map, the gray dots. When all players have loaded in, a 10-second countdown will begin until the players can take action. So the loot crates ideas are Renaissance themed and gladiator themed. The vehicles, you got the Aquarial, which I'm guessing is a boat, the Fiat 500, the bicycle, the Vespa, weapons Beretta, ARX 160 AR, Benelli M4 shotgun, HK P11 underwater pistol. So as you can see, this map has a lot of bridges connecting it and all that. Since these gray dots are kind of spread around, I mean, it makes no sense unless they're all spread around equally or something, I don't know. But if you were playing, you'd probably head straight for the center, because that's where you'd probably find the best loot at. So this map, you wouldn't be jumping out of a plane, which would be his idea. You'd be going from these gray dots. You'd be spawning at these gray dots, and you'd get in a boat, and you'd drive wherever you wanted to go. Because, I mean, this entire way has canals and all that. Almost like the Mayans had. Well, that's exactly what the Mayans had, kind of. But, yeah. So I'm guessing the best loot would probably be in this area. I mean, we got, like, harbor and port. A whole bunch of other names that I have no clue what they mean. Or the name. But this is Venezia. Which, I mean, I would really like this idea if they did implement this into the game, because it would change almost everything about how you play the game. You wouldn't jump out of a plane, so you wouldn't have to worry about people always being in the same area as you. You could go somewhere completely different. I mean, you could go all over the map. You have complete freedom of where you go at all times, which I would really like this if they added this. Oh, yeah, I have this in my pictures, kind of showing it off here. Kind of changed around my YouTube channel banner. So these are some of the pictures that came with it. Now, this isn't what the thing's going to look like. It's just kind of an idea of some of the stuff that could be in the game. God, I wish I wouldn't do that anymore. But I mean, I'm going to show you that this is not created by whatever their name is. A 4x4 kilometer concept map for PUBG, inspired by Venice, Italy. Venice, Italy. I don't know why I said Vince. This is by Emezla Reddit and Twitter, aka Lunchificus Endgame. So he obviously, or she, I don't know. They, whatever it is, obviously did really well at getting a good idea of what this map should look like. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, the main part of this map seems like it'd be based around you stay in buildings the entire time. Or because this entire map is pretty much buildings, and then this area right here, all this green area right here, would seem like almost like a miniature Erangel, almost. That's kind of like, you got buildings kind of spread out, and you got a couple bodies of water around you, but most of it's just vegetation. Well, not vegetation, because that's sandhawk. It's just a lot of trees around. and it looks like a lot of the shorter grass, which you see in Erangel. This seems more like city, which we haven't seen in any map yet at all. I mean, this little spot right here, that it's like right on the Rize, whatever that name is, thing. But I mean, this is just a really good detailed map. So comment down below if y'all like to see that, or have this map in the game. Kind of really would like that. I wonder what that is though. It's like right by these little islands. It's that little gray thing right there. I don't know. Maybe the sunken ship or a rock. I don't know. I mean, they got a couple areas where you could kind of just go out and fight or whatever, but or you could even just go out and hide. You never know. I mean, you could go to that little island and hide out and then do all that. And another thing would be heard something about like they're planning on, if like a person's out in the zone too long, they're changing the red zones up on this map to change it to where like if they're out in the zone for too long, then like the red zone, or it'd be a drone, like they'd show you where their position is, and but it'd be like a red zone and it'd go away after a little while. So I mean, you never know the possibilities that could come with something like this. You never know what PUBG's gonna come up with. So I mean, you never know. It could be exactly like this, because I've seen where they've taken ideas from other creators and all that before. Or it could be completely different and just have hints of this. Like, I mean, you could have, like, this same type of structure, like a city. You could have, like, a city map, yet you actually land by plane, which would make no sense, because if it was a city, most people would want to land on the roofs of the tall skyscrapers, and I doubt they'd interior big old skyscrapers like that, especially for mobile. I mean, that's just gonna land you in some performance issues right there. So that's why I'd make more sense to do something like this and not just these huge skyscrapers that you can fight in, even though it'd be pretty cool. I mean, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'll see you next time.